Hey guys, welcome back to Living Life Barefoot. In today's video, I'm gonna walk you through how to plant my favorite microgreen. It's micro arugula. I do a few things different with this variety than I do my other microgreens, so I thought I would show you how I plant. As you can see here, the micro arugula seeds are pretty tiny. We're gonna go ahead and measure them out. I like to have a seeding density of about 20 with this variety. I've seen people do anywhere from 15 to 20, but 20 is my sweet spot. Okay, I got the seeds measured out, and then as you can see here, I already have some of my trays prepped with soil. I will walk you through this. I like to use this little feed scoop. It's perfect for filling the trays. It is 3 quarts, so that works out perfect if you're a microgreens farmer. And then you just break up the soil. You don't want to have any clumps in your soil. Break up the clumps first, and then I smooth it out for a really even surface. My husband built this neat little press and it works out so good. It fits right inside the tray, and then I just give it a good press to help even out that soil so you don't have any wavy spots or uneven spots. Now if you don't have a press, that's okay. You can just take your bottom solid tray and put it on top and it works perfectly fine. You can just press it down, just like that. And it's ready to go. Okay, the next step after you get your soil in your trays and press down nice and even, you're just gonna give it a good mist of water. I always keep it on the mist so it doesn't blow the soil around everywhere, and you don't want a whole lot of water, so this just helps control how much water you're putting in the tray. And then after you've done that, I'll grab my seeds that are pre-measured and I will just disperse these seeds out as even as I can in the tray. Remember, these seeds are really tiny, so there's a lot of them. So I just make sure there's no clumps of seed and it just gets spread out nice and even there. That looks pretty good. And then after you put the seed in, you're gonna mist it one more time. You're gonna get that other side of that seed wet. After I give it its final watering, I'm gonna take a solid tray, I like to use the black trays, and place it on top, and then I'm gonna put weight on top of this. Now where this variety is a little different than the other varieties I grow is this takes 14 days until it's ready to harvest. My other microgreens usually take around 10 days. I like to keep my microgreens all on the same harvest day. So I am usually planting my micro arugula about 4 days before the other varieties. And that way they're all ready on the same day to be harvested and packaged and out to my customers. I'm gonna go ahead and plant the rest of these trays, and then we're gonna come back and I'm gonna explain a few more differences in planting this variety versus my other microgreens. In my grow room, and I've got these trays on my germination rack and I've put weight on them. So I was going to share with you a few more differences in growing this variety versus my other varieties. We've already covered this is a 14-day variety versus 10 days. So I do plant it 4 days before my other varieties, so I have it on one harvest day. Another difference is the blackout phase. I don't have a tray of arugula in that stage. For this video, we're gonna use this microgreen tray. So let's say it's day 4 and it's time to unstack all my trays. Well, this is when I'm gonna put it in blackout. So I'll take my blackout tray and I'm gonna place it on top on the night of day 4. And it's gonna be in blackout for 12 hours. And then, let's say it's the next morning, it's day 5, I'm gonna go ahead and uncover it. And I'm not gonna introduce it to light just yet like I would my other varieties. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it on this germination rack with no lights between days 6 and 10. So I'm gonna assess this tray every day and see if it's where the length I want it to be. And when it is, that's when I'm gonna introduce it to light. So that day 6 through 10, you could either keep it on this rack and continue to water it every day, or you could go ahead and introduce it to light so it'll green up. Typically, I introduce it to light on day 10 through 14. And it's usually at the length that I want it to be. Then it's time to photosynthesize and green up those microgreens, and they'll be ready on day 14 to harvest. Another difference on the micro arugula is they don't like a lot of water, so it is really easy to overwater them. If that happens, all you need to do is just cut back on your watering. So let's say you're watering once a day and you find that the tray is really heavy, or maybe you see some dampening off on your microgreen trays. Just cut back and water them every other day, and that will fix any issues that you might have if you were overwatering them. I hope you enjoyed today's planting video. Make sure you check back to see what other varieties I'm going to walk you through and teach you how to plant. Comment below, do you like spicy arugula? It is my favorite, and I put it on everything. I put it on my eggs in the morning, I put it on my tacos, I put it in my salads. I could literally eat this by itself, and it has a nice little kick of spice when you eat it. So good. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss a video, and share and like our videos. Have a good night.